what a game last night for this man, the camera, to bring out on the court. But it was a good game overall. The Lakers was really they were in their rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You got AD coming back, making some shots. Bron being Bron, So it was a good game overall and a wild finish. But to top it off, just this camera scene is what everybody talking about. Him bringing out the cam. So let's hear Pat Bev's thoughts on what happened last night. He got a podcast, Pat Bev podcast. So let's hear his thoughts on what happened.
The nonsensical jumble of letters. I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Text come out of nowhere. I come from grab phone. 15, 16 text messages. No, come out of nowhere. I see yours. I think it was like GFNAAAAAGHNAAAAAA.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it was lit. I needed that energy. You gave me the energy I needed, bro.
The Pat Bev pod.
Hey, and Pat Bev had himself a game, though, man. He had a good game overall, besides the technical foul.
And I don't even need to include myself in this one because I think what happened yesterday was the funniest thing that's ever happened on an NBA court.
Yes.
And I think everybody agrees. Pat, can you explain what happened in the Lakers-Celtics game from your perspective?
Yes, please do. What happened, Pat?
We were cheated. We were cheated.
Cheated.
Why did they do you like that?
Don't know. It's like the fourth game, though. Like, bamboozled, hoodwinked. All of it.
Yeah, you had one of the most insane games. Should we start with the three that you hit that kind of almost...
Right, three. He started out the game with knocking down a three.
Took down the entire building, like that Boston was furious about?
Yeah, we could start there, but,
How would you like to maximize your company's return on ad spend? Be like John.
He's ass out of here.
So you hit a three. The three was fire. Take the lead. And then a putback dunk where right after we were talking about like you as a dunker, bro, like the fact that you just rose up like that, it was the looks on everybody else's faces told the story. Dennis Schroeder's face told the story. LeBron James' face told the story. I'm trying to figure out how you felt after throwing it down like that.
Felt good. Body's been feeling good. Like I said, December, January is when I started coming alive. Shit, body felt good. And I jumped up there. I'm like, oh, man, I'm up here pretty high. I might as well just go ahead and flush this. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and just flush it. But, I told people I was
baby.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Flush this motherfucker.
Well, they said it was your first dunk in 3 years. Is that true? That can't be true.
I dunked in the playoffs last year, though.
Yeah, what are they talking about? People are talking out of their asses.
Hey, stop playing with Pat, man. He got up still.
Yeah, I don't know. Dunked twice in the playoffs, actually.
Yeah, they just want the narrative to be one thing when it's clearly you got the bunnies and you're good to go right now.
And we shooting 35 from three. Remember, we were just shooting 20%. People were laughing at me, calling me the bomb, telling me to run out the NBA. I'm going to play in China next year.
No, there's no China. There's going to be no China. Maybe for vacation. Maybe to do research over there or something like that. But
maybe to go help out, help them out, or something like that.
Bag was coming. I told you it was coming, bro.
What did they say? What did they say about the dunk? What did your teammates say about that dunk?
It was hard to kind of talk about it because we lost.
Right.
Yeah. They didn't just give you a face like, ew.
Yeah. Nothing matters if you don't get the win. A great play didn't happen if you ain't get that dub, man.
You're like, damn, that was nasty. I'm locked in, though. I'm locked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I just texted you like a nonsensical jumble of letters. I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Text come out of nowhere. I come from grab phone. 15, 16 text messages. No, come out of nowhere. I see yours. I think it was like GFNAAAAAGHNAAAAAA.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it was lit. I needed that energy. You gave me the energy I needed, bro.
I'm glad you could translate it right. But then LeBron gets the ball with 4 seconds left, drives, and is clearly fouled by Jason Tatum.
No.
Yep.
But the biggest thing is, one team in the NBA, you give up a wide open layup to LeBron James. Like, wide open layup. Not like it wasn't contested at all. Like, people talk about Michael Jordan and, his game winners and all that stuff. Like, that was one prime example of a game winner LeBron was about to have. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it was a watershed moment. And I think everybody, no matter where you were, if you were at home, if you were at the bar watching, if you were in the stadium, or if you were on the Los Angeles Lakers, you saw that was a foul. And it felt like an injustice. So can you walk me through what you did next?
Those games Sunday, all 3 games played on ABC's triple header was good. You had Joel scoring almost 50 points the first game. The second game was pretty intense too. And then this last game, what a great week of rivalry week in the NBA. I think I never heard of rivalry week in the NBA until now. But some great games being played last night.
I'm like, does anyone have that? And I ain't talking about like on like the iPad where it's playing live. I'm like, does anyone have a photo of it? I took somebody's camera, man. Can I see the photo? I'm so nice with it. Can I see the photo of it, please? Yeah, sure, right here. All right, give me that. Go over a ref. And then the photo was literally like him lay up, hand on arm, like steel shot.
Yeah.
Foul.
I want to know, like, what's the process of a ref? Like, what's the process they have to go through for it to be considered a foul? Like, what do they have to look at? Like, what does it take to show that that's an obvious foul? Like, what do they think as a ref what's considered a foul?
It's a foul.
Foul. Tech. So what? Foul, though.
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, there's got to be some texts that are worth taking.
I guess.
I'm just...
Was that a technical foul worth taking? Sticking up for your teammate when it was clearly a foul? Was it worth it? If you ask me, yeah. I'm going to say yeah, it was, but... just close calls. Sometimes these refs, they gotta stop thinking with emotion. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. They gotta understand where the player coming from. Sometimes.
I'm happy I didn't drop the camera because like that motherfucker's kind of heavy. You know what I'm saying?
And that would have been another
you were
charge.
carrying it, like you were like throwing the weight of it around. Like you kind of had to like really engage your wrist.
Yeah, man.
That was crazy, bro. So
hey, that might have been the best game of the year, though.
100%. I mean, it has the entire sports landscape talking about it, and we're just seeing as it seeds from.
And besides the camera being brought out, that was a good game. That was a great game.
From NFL to NBA, like it's NBA season now.
When advertising on YouTube, I know that making an authentic
what
video with a clear
coincidence
call to
that they would
action is
do
the key
that
to getting results.
the day before the NFL championship. So it's kind of like they trying to lean us all towards basketball almost. Put these marquee games right before the NFL championship just to remind you, hey, the NBA is still here. Remember to watch the NBA once after the 12th. So great marketing by the NBA. I say that to the league.
Yeah.
So did you give the camera right back to the guy? Did he know you were going to take it? Was he pissed?
I think he was pissed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but
I wouldn't. Pat Bev just used my camera.
Drastic measures. We call drastic things.
Honestly, it was it must have been spur of the moment. There's no way you could have planned that out beforehand.
No.
No. I just wanted to see a steal. I don't want to see the iPad because watching plays refs don't see. I just want a steal shot. So you see that steal, boom, arm, foul. That's it.
Did the ref say anything to you after that?
looked at me like, come on, Pat, why are you doing this? Like, I have to give you a T.
He said, why are you doing this? You had to show him that camera. You had to show him what happened. You were both compelled. How about for the rest of the game? Like, it still turned out to be a pretty, like, there was a fight, but it's so hard to come back after you've had the demoralizing no call there.
Yeah, but that, you know, for me, that's the excuse. We, you know, we're good enough to kind of bounce back. I mean, but it's tough because, you know, LeBron out there, he playing, you know what I'm saying, all banged up and shit. You know, and that's his moment, bro. That's his moment. Like Michael Jordan, shoot the game winner, you know, pull back. That's LeBron James' moment right there. You know, if that does, you know, that foul is called, or, you know, we're talking about, you know, LeBron James' legacy and how this year he's, you know, we can't even have those conversations, man. It's demoralizing. It's frustrating because of all of his greatness, he deserves that. You know what I'm saying?
Did you think that his reaction to not getting the call was inappropriate?
I think he reacted. I think that's the, you know, and I told him in the locker room, man, I've been around you 13, 14 years, bro. Like, I ain't never seen you.
He was lit.
React like that.
For real.
Like, Pat, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like,
he was lit.
Lost my shit. And all due respect, like, he should have, though. Like, he should have done more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
he should have done more, but
that was the vibe in the locker room, vibe on the plane. Like, damn, man, that game hurt because we won that game. Like, we won. We got the best player on the planet at the free throw line with 0.7 seconds up.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaking loss.
Do you think there should be more accountability for these referees? They admitted that they got the call wrong.
We talked about that, you know, and I ain't the one to like to take people.
The NBA needs like a challenge or something like that. They literally need a red flag like the NFL does. When a ref does something, a call that they don't agree with, literally throw the red flag or blue flag out or something to determine that, hey, we need to look over this again. You know what I'm saying? We need to just take a double look. I'm not saying that you're totally wrong. Let's just take a second look at this and let's come to a conclusion afterwards. Once you can actually sit down and focus and see the replay tape, let's come back after that. Not just in the play of the moment, foul or technical foul. The NBA needs a challenge flag or something like that.
You know, money and food out their mouths. You know, that's not my job. My job is to be a basketball player, but you feel me? Players don't play well, they lose money. Coaches don't coach well, they get fired, they lose money. Refs don't ref well, so what? Everything's cool.
Yeah, they keep on getting booked.
Right,
you know
refs. I'm in Phoenix tomorrow.
Like to take money, but shit, they take ours.
Yeah, I think that there needs to be some type of accountability.
And not only that, but like, you get upset about a call that is wrong. You show your frustration, and you get teched because of that. You're not getting teched because of something you're wrong about. You're getting teched about something someone else is wrong about that made you frustrated. So like,
and that you talked about it, you told the truth about it, instead of just, you know, they want you to kind of stifle your emotions, and I think that even makes for a bad product of basketball. Like, it's an emotional game.
Facts.
Dude, well, I'm happy you had an incredible game. I'm sorry that you guys lost.
Let's hear LeBron's reaction. I want to see how he feels after the game.
If you're struggling with growing your Instagram and you've tried everything the gurus are telling you, but still haven't seen success.
Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Allie Clifton, joined by the Hall of Famer Big Game James Worthy, our Laker insider Mike Bresnahan, and just hearing Mike Breen say at the end of that game right there, it's always a fun one between the Lakers and Celtics. Certainly the two matchups this season have been that way until the end. This one's going to hurt for the Lakers, and it's really hard to kind of digest.
Right, I don't want to hear nobody else talk. I want to hear LeBron talk.
He's in the locker room with Mike.
All right, LeBron, just your perspective on that last play in regulation.
He looks pissed. And I'm not trying to be funny. I think he cried after this game, man. I think we seen LeBron in tears because he was so upset with that call.
Reaction.
What a night, man. What a night he had, too.
Darvin's words were, best player in the world, can't get a call. It's been an ongoing theme the last couple of weeks. There were a couple in early January. How do you kind of to balance the frustration of the moment, just considering all the games that you played?
It's challenging, very challenging. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm attacking the paint just as much as any of the other guys in this league that's shooting double-digit free throws a night. And, it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I think about it. LeBron's career in the NBA hasn't been easy, man. He's always had to work harder than the next man, I feel like, in the NBA. Especially since he's been with the Lakers, it's been a struggle. Whether we like to say that or not, it's been a real struggle for him to succeed with this team. So in them to finally be playing good, getting AD back, and to lose this game, not even get a call, like, man, James Harden could, you know what I'm saying, like, just lift his head. James Harden could just lift his head back, and he's going to the line. A loud smack on the arm, King James couldn't even get that.
Have you had any communication with the league beyond just speaking to the refs tonight, or have you asked the Lakers to kind of have some communication?
You've watched you play your entire career, but I don't think I've ever seen that frustrated before with the reaction. Is that one of the most frustrating moments for you? Has it been? Or just been building because of that?
No, it's been building. It's been building, and you guys seen some of the games that we've lost this year with late game missed calls. We had an opportunity to literally, win the game. That's...
You rarely ever see LeBron out of character. And I want to say, like, this is an out of character moment. And like he said, stuff has been building up on this man. You know what I'm saying? They not playing good, or they haven't been playing good as of lately. Come on now.
I had this second one in the last few weeks for myself. Against Dallas, had an opportunity to win the game if the foul was called. K-9 the other day, had an opportunity to tie the game if, the 4-point play is called. I don't understand. I don't understand what we're doing. And I watch basketball every single day. I watch these games every single day. And I don't see it basketball. It's just weird.
You guys had several last 2-minute reports show that you guys could have benefited from a call that was missed, and then there's a system in place now. If you are to speak about how the officiating went, the league has the ability to fine a player. So what is that? Just a rock on a hard place? Like what's the recourse for a player to see change?
I don't know.
I suppose it's one thing if you're, top of the standings or something, but when you guys are still fighting to try to get above water and these games happen, how do you kind of, as a leader of the team, how do you come back the next day?
Well, a good thing we don't have a game tomorrow, so get an opportunity to rest a little bit. If you're a football fan, you can watch the AFC and NFC championship games.
Hey.
Off the game, but like I told you guys, we don't have room for error. And
what a game last night, y'all. What a game. Brian, keep y'all head up, man. Y'all got a lot to look forward to. Y'all got AD back. Y'all just added Hachimura, so that's a nice addition to the team.